Maybe you are sitting in your favorite armchair right now, looking at the dust motes dancing in a shaft of afternoon sunlight. Perhaps the house feels a little too quiet, or maybe the hum of the refrigerator is the only conversation you've had for a few hours. You look at the calendar on the wall and you see days passing, sometimes blurring together, and a heavy question settles in your chest that you don't tell your children about. Is this all there is left? If you know that specific kind of stillness, that feeling where the world is moving fast outside, but you feel like you are waiting for something that has already passed, then this video is for you. Welcome to Buddha's Path to Peace. I am here to sit with you, not to teach you, but to explore something that the modern world has forgotten to tell you about growing older. There is a polite lie that society tells people in their later years. They say, you've earned your rest, just enjoy your retirement. But they don't tell you that sometimes this rest feels more like an exile. I hear you. You are not struggling because you are ungrateful. You are struggling because your heart is still wide open, yet the world keeps trying to close it. You aren't just bored. You are carrying the weight of a lifetime of memories, and the confusing reality that your physical strength is changing, but your inner drive is not. Many people around your age tell me, I feel like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, or I feel like a ghost in my own house. Let's be honest, grief isn't just for those who have lost a loved one. There is a grief for the years that have gone by, for the energy that isn't what it used to be, for the friends who are no longer sitting at the table. You don't need to move on. You don't need to force yourself to be busy just to prove you are relevant. That is a heavy burden to carry, and you are allowed to put it down. In the teachings of the Buddha, there is a concept that is often misunderstood. It is called anicca, or impermanence. We often think of impermanence as a scary thing. We think it means everything is disappearing. But for you, right now, at this stage of life, I want you to see it differently. Think of your life not as a vessel that is slowly leaking water, meaning your time is running out. Instead, think of your life as a river. The river doesn't worry about where it started. It doesn't try to grasp at the water that passed the mountain yesterday. It is entirely, fully, completely present in the current that is passing over the rocks right now. There are 3 layers to this, and I want you to hold them lightly. First, memory is not reality. When you sit and ruminate on the past, the mistakes you made, the careers you built, you are visiting a museum, not living in your home. You are allowed to visit, but don't try to live in the museum. Second, the future is not a promise. Worrying about health or the passage of time is like paying interest on a loan you haven't taken out yet. It drains your energy today for a tomorrow that hasn't arrived. Third, presence is the only currency you have left. In the Buddhist tradition, now is the only time the Buddha actually taught. He never taught in the past, and he never taught in the future. He taught in the present. If you are 70, 80, or 90, your task is not to do more. Your task is to be more. You are the witness of the sunset, not the architect of it. Let me share a story with you. It is a simple story, but it has a secret held inside its folds. There was an old man named Elias. He had spent his entire life building a beautiful stone gate in front of his house. For 40 years, he measured every stone, he polished every edge. He worried about the wind, the rain, and the shifting soil. One day, An old monk walked by and stopped. Elias was there, hunched over, his hands calloused and shaking, trying to fix a small crack in the stone. The monk asked, "Elias, why are you still fixing that gate? It has stood for 40 years. Elias looked up, tired. He said, "Because if I stop fixing it, it will crumble. If I stop, the work of my life will vanish." The monk sat down on the dusty road. He said, "Elias, the gate isn't the work of your life. The act of placing the stone was the life. The joy of the sun on your back while you worked was the life. The gate is just stone. It was never the point." Elias stopped. He looked at his hands. For the first time in decades, he didn't see a crack that needed fixing. He saw hands that had held, had created, had loved. He sat down next to the monk, not looking at the gate, but at the light shifting through the trees. And for the first time in his old age, he felt a strange, quiet peace. He stopped trying to hold the gate up, and finally, he started to rest. And what Elias found in that moment, the relief of letting go of the project of his life, is perhaps what you are looking for today. And you, are you doing the same thing? Are you still trying to fix the gate of your life? Are you trying to fix the image of who you were? Trying to keep the house perfect? Trying to manage the memories of your children who are now grown and have their own lives? We spend so much of our late adulthood trying to maintain the gate, the structure we built, that we forget to enjoy the garden behind it. The Buddhist perspective asks us to be the witness. If you look at your life right now, there is nothing left to build. The foundation is set. The roof is on. Anything you are doing now, it's not a duty. It's just an expression. If you make a cup of tea, make it because you love the warmth, not because you need to be productive. If you read a book, read it because you are curious, not because you want to keep your mind sharp for an exam that will never come. You are not failing because you are slowing down. You are succeeding at the transition. I want to ask you something that is hard to talk about. Do you ever feel a little bit invisible? Like the world is rushing past you and nobody asks for your opinion, or they treat you like you're made of fragile glass? You are allowed to feel angry about that. You are allowed to feel sad that you are no longer the one running the meeting or the one leading the family. Grief is not a problem to be solved. It is a shadow of love that has nowhere to go. It's the energy of all those years of caring, still trying to find a home. Let me tell you 3 things, and I want you to really listen. You are not a faded version of your younger self. You are a distilled version. Like a fine tea, the longer it steeps, the more flavor it has. Your worth is not attached to your utility. You don't have to be useful to be valuable. Your presence, your smile, your quiet observation, that is enough. The silence is your friend, not your enemy. In the silence, you finally have the space to hear the truth of who you are, beneath the labels of mother, father, worker, provider. You are allowed to mourn the past, but don't let the mourning keep you from the sunset. Before we end, I want to give you a very small gift. This is a practice you can do sitting in that same armchair, anytime the weight of the world feels heavy. Close your eyes, soften your shoulders. Inhale slowly and imagine you are breathing in the light of the present moment. Exhale and imagine you are letting go of the gate you've been trying to hold up. Say this softly to yourself, or just hold the thought. I am here. I am enough. I am free to just be. Don't try to change your thoughts. Just let them float by like clouds. There is nothing to fix. There is nowhere else to go. You are already home. Remember the dust motes in the sunlight we talked about at the start? They aren't going anywhere. They are just dancing. And you are the witness to that dance. That is a profound privilege. May you find peace in the quiet spaces of your day. May you know that your journey is beautiful, exactly as it is. Until we meet again, remember, your peace is not a destination. It is right where you are sitting. If this moment of stillness felt like a breath of fresh air for you, I invite you to join our community. Just hit the subscribe button below. It helps others who are looking for this kind of quiet, deep reflection to find us. Next video, we are going to explore the art of letting go of regrets, how to make peace with the things we think we did wrong 50 years ago. It is a conversation I think you will find very gentle. If you have a moment, look at the playlist Buddhist Teachings. There are other stories there, waiting for you. There are other stories there, waiting for you.